Now let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting.
It is still early in the season, Greg. We'd like to think we have teams figured out, but do we really?
Not at all, Kevin. This is the time period where fan bases freak out because of records. There's still a lot of identity to be found with every team.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Man in at shooting guard with George at small forward. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. And it's Harden in at the point. Last outing for the Clippers, they won that game against the Knicks in New York. Bridges passes to Dinwiddie. Here's Claxton. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers moving the ball around. A nice shot by George.
And with his strength, George is not your average swing player. He can get his in the paint.
Dinwiddie against Harden. Bridges outside. Off target from outside. And so Harden will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They're getting their first look of the season at the Nets in this one.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
There was a good back and forth between these teams last year. You'd expect it to be a mismatch on paper, but it turned out to be pretty even.
Here's Dinwiddie. James Harden picking up that last basket. Bridges kicks to Dinwiddie. 6 on the shot clock. Over George. Misses off the left iron. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. No one covering.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Bridges shot. Good.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
George against Bridges. And it's George missing. For Brooklyn, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Greg, here we are watching Claxton. Who does he remind you of?
You know, Kevin, defensively, he looks a lot like AD out there. Similar builds. And Claxton can also handle the ball a little bit. Just want to see if this guy can develop an ability to play facing up to the basket.
Meet your point guard. Harden stirs the drink for you as effectively as he scores.
Outside Thomas. Tries from 10. And the rejection by Harden. To the inside. And it's Leonard missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Bridges shot. Good.
The top 2 things Bridges does well, defend and hit jumpers off the catch.
The pass to Leonard. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists tonight.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Thomas banked in off the glass.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Here's George. He kicks it to Harden. Shoots over Dinwiddie. Another one falls for the Clippers.
I'm just going to say this. It's too easy for Harden. He is so good at recognizing when to rise up in that mid-range.
Here's Thomas. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Bridges. Russell Westbrook's checked in for Los Angeles. Brooklyn shooting their first free throw of the evening. Free throw good, Thomas. And intriguing to see how the Nets have recovered since the departures of Harden, Kyrie, and KD. Which they had grand plans, it just didn't work out.
They're picking up the pieces, and we've seen them do this before. The title window may be closed for now, but this team knows how to build their way back.
And the Nets decide to take their first time out here. Lonnie Walker, he's checked in for the Nets. Ben Simmons comes in for Thomas. And then for Los Angeles, Daniel Tice is checked in for Zubac. And it's Powell in for Terrence Mann. Passes it to Claxton. Dinwiddie outside. The Nets need to get a shot off here. No good from Simmons.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Here's Leonard. Again, Los Angeles.
That's 10 straight off of the mid-range.
1:12 left to play in the first. Simmons with it. Pass to Dinwiddie. To the middle. He's looking for Claxton and finds him.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. Now, here is Harden. And he just worked New York in that last game.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Dinwiddie finds Simmons. Back to Dinwiddie. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Los Angeles leading by 3. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And that one's good. Leonard.
That makes him 4 out of 5. He's getting to his spots and just going to work right now.
Now, Dinwiddie. Still yet to score. Steps back and fires. That one off the back iron and out. And here's Tice. Here's Leonard. Again, Los Angeles.
Poetry in motion when Kawhi lets go from the mid-range.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Los Angeles on top. They're up by 7. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
So for the Clippers right now, George and Leonard are the forwards. Russell Westbrook out there with Harden. And it's Tice in at the center, locking down the middle. And while we see a number of players get hurt during the season, Richard, Mikal Bridges has remained very durable.
He's just an old school player. That's what they used to do. If you were healthy, you played in every single game, and he's found ways to stay healthy.
And here is Simmons after Paul George getting his 3 to go. To the paint, here's Watford. It's deflected. Harden has a wide-open look, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Harden's got the lead up to 11 now for the Clippers. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else. Going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
I love the selfless approach. Simmons is all for feeding every teammate.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. So for the Nets, Cameron Johnson's checked in for Trendon Watford. And Thomas subbed in for Walker. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Powell's checked in. And it's good for 2. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's why Westbrook racks up so many assists.
Westbrook against Simmons. Good D by Westbrook. Last outing for the Clippers, they won that game against the Knicks.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, despite the challenges of being away from home, they were able to execute cleanly and look really fresh out there.
Thomas outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter.
Powell kicks to Westbrook. Takes a 3. That shot, no good.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Johnson with a screen on Westbrook. Simmons passes to Johnson. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Poked away. Leonard with the steal. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. He gets that one. Leonard's got 15.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Spencer Dinwiddie has talked about buying into his role. He says you have to have confidence that's borderline irrational, but a perspective that's very realistic. You've got to know who you are. Kevin, he adds that he's not attempting to be a Mount Rushmore type guy, but a talented player who can help a winning team.
That's a good perspective, David. Thanks for the story. Simmons feeling it out a bit. To end the run, outside Thomas. From past the arc, the basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists now in this one. GA, we've seen it over the last couple of years. The center position has come back into vogue.
And Kevin, we were seeing teams go small, lots of 4s, even traditional 3s play the 5. But with MVP level seasons from guys like Jokic and Embiid, the center isn't quite extinct yet.
Thomas, no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Leonard kicks to Powell.
Last 2 minutes to play. Second quarter.
It's Powell on the wing. Here's the 3. Trains it from beyond the arc. And the Clippers lead by 18.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Timeout called. The Nets. Brooklyn making some changes. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Mikal Bridges. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Ben Simmons. The Clippers also changing it up. Zubac is checked in for Daniel Tice. Mann comes in for George. And James Harden has subbed in for Powell. Now, here is Harden. Outside Leonard. Over Finney-Smith. Leonard, no luck. Enzo Thomas will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. It's an 18-point game. Dinwiddie a screen on Leonard. Claxton the pass to Thomas. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These the new power rankings. They tell a great story. Take a look at the Spurs. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when you look at Los Angeles, they're obviously trending in a positive direction, but still working out some of those early season timing issues. But I have to say, I like what I'm seeing.
And it's Leonard missing. Nets trail by 16. Down low, here's Claxton, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now, here is Harden. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Zubac. Los Angeles with another miss. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Inside. Thomas feeling it out a bit.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
And it's good, 2 points. Harden's got 11.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Knocks it loose. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Nine seconds left in the first half. To the paint. Here's Leonard. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 5th assist in this one. And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. Los Angeles on top.
26.
They finish off the second quarter with a... Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Hello, everybody. The news? Now, Shaq, you once said that all the real big men are extinct because you killed them off.
That would be a correctamundo.
Wait, time out. Aren't you a police officer? So...
And now switching over to our current game, what a tough start for the Brooklyn Nets.
They're rolling out the red carpet in the lane.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
The post tandem, it's Johnson and Claxton. Then it's Bridges. Then it's Thomas. And it's Dinwiddie in at point guard. That's the group for Jacques Vaughn getting going here in the second half. The shot missing.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
It's Thomas on the wing. 10 points for him. From the line, another one falls for Brooklyn.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Early 2023 saw Cam Thomas just erupt as a scorer, Greg. We were talking about it every game. A guy who was ready to break out.
And, Kevin, I like using the word ready because he was given an opportunity and took it. And he showed us all what a productive machine he could be.
To the middle, here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Getting some airtime. Okay, Bridges, we see you.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And looking now at some numbers for Paul George. Great showing for him last season. He was around 23 points a game last year, 5 assists and 6 rebounds. And you look at his huge role in their offense, a major contributor as far as putting up points.
He's just a natural scorer and someone this offense leans on to help shoulder the load and lead the charge.
Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. And that one is hammered home.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Mann passes to Zubac. Leonard sets a screen for Harden. Down low, Clippers moving the ball around. Pass to George. Clock at 6. From deep three-point land. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
On the wing, Bridges. And it's off from three-point range. Back to Harden. Pulls it from 20. Thomas grabs the rebound.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Misses the 3.
He's just basically a body out there right now, nothing else. The team is struggling, and he hasn't been able to help them out at all.
And what a smooth three-point shot. George has worked hard to develop that stroke.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. RJ, the thing about James Harden, whatever your team needs, he can provide at a very high level.
Yeah, beyond the scoring and the passing, if you need 10-plus boards, he can do that for you also. Steals, the man lives in the passing lanes. Each night, he makes an impact in a different way.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for the Nets. Russell Westbrook in for the Clippers. Outside Thomas. Back to Claxton. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Harden kicks to Zubac. With the drive, can't get it to fall.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
There's the pass to Finney-Smith. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Clippers leading by 17. And it's Leonard missing. The three gets it to go from beyond the arc. Finney-Smith's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Outside Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Outside for George. Lets the three fly. Nailed from three-point land. George has got 8 here in the quarter.
He knocked one deep ball in the first half, but you start to get the feeling he's finding his rhythm out there now.
And this is the type of game you just throw away as a player. He has yet to score a point and looks completely flustered.
Pulls it up. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Dinwiddie outside. Back to Thomas. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control. It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Stolen by Harden. Now the Clippers moving it up. That one goes. Count it.
Got into the passing lane that time. Harden creating possessions.
Nets trail by 21. Outside Thomas. Pass to Dinwiddie. Back to Thomas. 6 to shoot. To the inside. Here's Johnson. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup. Johnson's got his second basket of the game. Down low, here's Leonard. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Stolen by Harden. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
A lot of people are saying he's a much improved defender over the last few years. Harden shows how outstanding a two-way threat he can be.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Los Angeles on top, delivering the blowouts. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The 4th quarter is coming up next. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. They've got Norman Powell. Paul George is out there with Daniel Tice. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Harden in at the 2. Pass to Walker. And Greg, while the commissioner might not like player trade requests, Kevin Durant said it's great for the league for players to have that leverage. Where do you stand?
Well, I wouldn't go that far. The main thing is trying to keep those requests in-house. Otherwise, it can be deflating for fans.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Clippers.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. And there's the pass to Watford. Finney-Smith kicks to Walker. Good on the three-point shot.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
On the wing, Harden. Guarded by Walker. Walker with some nice D. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Outside for Simmons. Back to Walker for the three. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Simmons got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And the Clippers call time here. The Nets making a switch here. Claxton's checked in. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Amir Coffey's checked in for James Harden. Here's Westbrook. Here he goes. Lays it up off the glass.
He's so good at finding a crease in the defense and taking it to the hole. Westbrook going to what he does best.
To the paint, Powell with the steal. Screen by Tice. Westbrook passes to Tice. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
First personal foul.
And this is what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Clippers. On Friday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks. And then on Sunday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the Memphis Grizzlies. Both free throws good from Tice. And with some of the new rooting interest for fans, some concern about potential hostility for the players when great things don't go their way.
I mean, there's a lot riding on the outcome of games and stat line. That's something the league has to take seriously, making sure the players are protected because the emotions can run rampant.
Buries it from three-point range.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Look like he just rushed it there. Just maybe take a little bit more time in the future.
From deep, George, and again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Walker is screen on Westbrook. Here's Simmons. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Norman Powell.
The size of Simmons alone is what makes him so difficult to guard.
Brooklyn making some changes. Cameron Johnson's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Thomas comes in for Walker. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Nicholas Claxton. Fires from the corner. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. George has got 11 points in the quarter.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
To the middle. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it. Despite his relatively quiet night, they are still winning. And that just shows this team is more than just about one guy.
Dinwiddie for 3. They get it again. Passes it to Johnson. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
Beautiful stroke from Johnson, even on the quick shot.
Back to Westbrook. Shoots over Dinwiddie. Westbrook, no good. The Nets have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Johnson outside. And there's the drive. And he gets it to go. Johnson's got 9 points here in the second half.
Just running in. Johnson takes off the moment he sees that gap.
Inside, Tice. And Tice throws it down.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Brooklyn's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Thomas inside, guarded by Powell, and he recovers it. Thomas against Tice, tries again.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Los Angeles.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important. Here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for George.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Powell against Simmons. From down low. Great D that time from Powell. Pass to George. And he drops in the layup off the glass. George has got 34 points.
And sticking with his shot, Paul George willing that ball in.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Russell, congrats. How satisfying is this win?
It's great. Did what we supposed to do. We came in and competed at a high level defensively for the most part and got the win.
And you continue to keep it rolling, Russ. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. As we leave you with our New Balance Player of the Game, Kawhi Leonard.